Hello, friends of Skytear, and welcome to our next episode of Skytear Sundays. Today, we are going to have the Embassy Ruins preview here for you, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the new three-lane map, which is going to be released at the end of April this year for all of you out there. And the players who are going to provide us with the best game on this new map are going to be Eric, known as wiwwt, versus Grayghost. So I don't want to talk too much beforehand. I'm going to jump into the match, hopefully. Okay, there we can see uh, our first glance at the map. This is the overview about over the new three-lane map. So as you can see, it's separated into three parts here: blue, red, and yellow. We have some, let's say, new distinctions in this special setup here because we only find white lines here around the domes. Those are two separate parts, but they are going to count as one dome. So either player controlling heroes inside those hexes here to the left or to the right are going to provide control for the respective player. So missing some white lines between those hexes here for, let's say, the separation of the lanes as we know them actually from the two-lane map or from Ashen Pass for separating to the dome, or the three-lane map that we already played on. Um, so we find the separation of the distinction through the colors of the hexes, which run through those middles here, let's say. So you will have line of sight, but you don't provide control when your hero is here on one of the yellow hexes. They don't provide you control on the red hexes. Okay, this is the separation. So we have, let's say, new definition here, as there isn't a distinction in line of sight separation throughout the lanes, but as with the domes as already known. So before the players start the game, they randomly choose to um, put the tokens 1, 2, 3 here onto the token spots, control token spots, and another specialty, as you can see. So we have, for example, here Eric's towers on the right side are within 3 hexes. So this is already a crucial positioning here against the tower. So possible damage already in round one, as well as here on, this is going to be lane number one for Grayghost. He needs to defend this for sure, so that the tower can't fall right away in round number one. And in the middle, it's within 3 hexes to both of the players, so there is danger on the entire map. You can see those separated hexes here. They are a little bit more, let's say, darker than the other hexes. Those are providing cover. Those are providing cover for the heroes. This is the next separation here. Um, as always, all the hexes behind the last line of defense here are counting for the nexus. And you can see those small symbols here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Those are the possible spawning points for the heroes. So Eric has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots that he's able to start the game with placing heroes. Both are going to draft 4 heroes. I'm going to show the other side as well. So there's a cover hex here, 2 other cover hexes on the other side, and around, let's say, the tower in the middle, there's another way to spawn heroes. So, If there are any questions regarding the map or the game, just let me know. I'm going to try to answer all the way possible. And now I'm going to ping the guys over here. I'm just going to flip the victory conditions. We are going to have obstinacy, hunting for power, and Skytear Master. And they are already destroying the map. Okay, wow, what a start. This is incredible. A perfect start into the game. So whoever flipped the coin just tried to kill the map. And we have a restart. No problem. We are going to switch to another screen so that's going to be more enjoyable for you. During this phase of finding a way to to spawn the map again, um, I'm just going to showcase you a little bit the decks that the players are going to play more or less, or trying to play with. Okay, so they are going to have the second try with the spawning, the coin flip. So let's get back into the game. Let's see if they can handle the coin flip this time. So as you can see, the TTS mod isn't prepared perfectly right now, but is going to be fit for the release date, which is going to be April 22nd of April. As far as I know, this is the actual release date for Embassy Ruins. Embassy Ruins. So we see a Grayghost going first. So seems to be that he chose to be first player, and Eric did choose to bring, if I remember correctly, Grayghost Outsider, so the big OG. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. So overlay or HUD is not going to work perfectly, so we will have to track this visually a little bit different this time, but maybe the players will help me somehow giving some signs. So on Greygo's side, this is going to be a pretty yellow setup. So we see Akuti, Shafati, and Sethero already, and we see a blue green and blue yellow setup for Eric, as he's drafting Freihill, Bröver, Astrida, and Akrit. So, yeah, we have Skytear Master. So win the lead over control token inside a dome 3 times. We have Obstinacy. This is just defeat the same hero twice. This is interesting now, actually. It's a possible way here. I don't see a round restriction, so this is going to be equivalent to the Ashen Pass, which we already know, the one lane map. And okay, who is hero number 4 for Grayghost? I think he's still figuring this out as he is looking underneath some cards that he brought. Yeah, so actually the outsider is not correct here. As it's not the terror, it's, there we go, the outsider. Okay. Yeah, what else to say? I mean, I'm pretty curious. This is a condensed version of a 3-lane map. This is what mobile players want to play on. I'm pretty sure that this is a really interesting map for mobile players. They want to have 3 lanes as they are used to, and we have 2 jungles here with the domes. This is what we like. Unfortunately, I can't really talk about the background here. Actually, why do we have let's say, a blue setup. I mean, those are ruins, obviously, and a yellow setup, and some red separation here in the middle. This is actually story content, so fluff in the background that wasn't provided to me. So I'm going to the camera here a little bit. Okay, let's see how they are going to start. Maybe I can have a look in the background into the decks. So Eric did start with Freiherr, Astrida, Briva, and Ekrit. So this means, oh, wow, he's going to start with a 0.42 modifier. Wow, what's that? But on the other hand, a 2.35 average mana, so he is going for all control, as it seems. Bewitch, Chasm, a single Endless Disciples, two Ice Wards, Nature Reclaims, a single Nightmares Incarnate. There are three Presence, three Nourish, two Redirect, a Shelter, Shove is in there, Sinkhole, a single Slide, Snowblind, Speak with the Spirits twice, a Time Warp, and three Wind Blast. This is pretty controlish. And yeah, what do we have on Grayghost side? We have okay, Arborat, Akuti, Syktear, Shafati, and Haburat. And there we have a 132 average modifier, 1.82 average mana. So I'm going to have a look into the game. Shafati did start from her cover hex, moved into the next cover hex here around the dome. Place a Whisper of Nupten, which will help in following way, so that she doesn't need to use her warship action. Friendly hero on the battlefield takes a warship action. I assume, yeah, she used it on herself, so killing a minion on lane number 2 and then using the effect, using her passive, which I'm going to showcase you as well. There's the hero. Through Retribution, when Akuti resolves an attack action, she may deal 1+ damage to an enemy minion adjacent to her illusion, which is the case here. Looks like, did I miss something? Maybe I missed a flip, so if it was a -1, then no effect. And I think we saw lead. Sorry, I need to zoom out. Yeah, it's a lead from hand. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. So Eric, blue, is going to use accurate small movement with the skirmish, so moving 2 hexes, using her normal attack action to get rid of the minion, and leading from deck. This is a gamble, not really a gamble, because I think that Eric is pretty sure that he is going to draw a 3 as his deck is built around this control. Yeah, and hello Jan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Grayghost is going to activate Shafati. Shafati. there we go, is going to place his illusion. This is always an interesting effect, as you can predict a card from the deck, which provides you from time to time with a good lead from deck, or you can, let's say, predict a good flip on your skirmish or maybe attack action, whatever. So he warships, declares a skirmish, has now the possibility to look underneath the top card, which he now flips, so he doesn't like it to be on the lead, I assume. He's going to move 2 hexes. At the end, after resolving the skirmish, he could also swap himself with his illusion, but I don't think that he's going to use this effect because the illusion is now within 3 hexes around Haburat and Cesario, so he has the most effect now for the other 2 heroes as well. And there was played a lead from deck, which he didn't see beforehand. Okay, Freiheal is activating. Did she worshipped? I assume she did worship on Astrida, moved into the dome, and is leading from hand. Okay, yeah, you want to control the dome as it's one of the victory conditions. This might be a way to summon the outsider, of course, if you win it, and then you maybe could even kill it. It's not impossible, especially for Grayghost here, having 2 mages on the board, so armor-piercing heroes. Freiheal is, let's say, kind of both. Healer and mage can be at the same time. So with the right cards in hand, you can already 100 to 0 the outsider, even with 2 armor and 20 health points. So this just depends on maybe hands on the round as well. For example, if I think of Shelter, which is a pretty good card to burst damage, let's say, for a nice bold burst damage. Talking about it, I'm just going to put it on screen. So Shelter, heal another target hero for an amount of HP equal to the caster's remaining mana +2. So imagine yourself being at round number 5 and you cast this, then you're going to deal 6 nice and piercing bolt damage. Like it. So Grayghost is going to move with, I don't know whom, but I assume it's Haburat. Yeah, there we go. Into the dome, and maybe we see a skirmish. He could predict through Shafati's illusion, he could predict the flip. So already maybe deal... No, he's going to worship. Oh, want to worship? Why to worship? Putting his illusion down. I mean, attacking an enemy hero adjacent to the illusion provides you with an additional +1 on the attack. That's the outnumber effect, has +1 attack while attacking an enemy that is adjacent to his illusion. But I don't see how he's going to get there. Time Warp is a 2 mana card. He would need to use his Flux, but do you want to use a Flux for this action? To get a 5 double flip attack? Hello Nepas, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you on board. So, Haburat's last action is a lead from hand to equalize, let's say, Freiheal's movement into the dome. Astrida is going to, yeah, I assume she's going to provide some big pressure on lane number 1, as she might use her ability. Yeah, she's going to attack a minion, and she can decide to lose 2 HP, which is going to happen here actually. She's down to 14, and spawn a new friendly minion. Yep. And what are you going to do? Are you going to worship again? No, leading from deck. And yeah, having Eric's deck in mind, we can be pretty sure this is going to be a high mana card. So, last hero activation for Grayghost. He's going to move with a Syktear into lane number 1. Yeah, somehow you need to defend this. It's 3 versus 1, plus a lead from deck. Attacking the minion so that you get rid of at least one control point. Yeah, and the last move should be a lead. Yeah, it's going to be a lead from deck actually, so quite of a gamble. Yeah, he wasn't able to predict in this situation with a skirmish, as he would have ended in this hex here, which is still on the middle lane, on lane number 3 here. So he needed to move. That's unfortunate, as Syktear wasn't able to get the most out of Shafati's illusion. Yeah, guys, what do you think about the map so far? What's your first impression here? Okay, we see Eric is activating the blue Brilva, going to attack the minion here in the control token on lane number 3. And okay, we see skirmish into the dome, and there should be the victory in this dome part here, if we don't have any surprise. For example, Shafati. Okay, there was a 3 and a lead with 1, so yeah, Astrida is winning on lane number 1 and already put some severe damage on the tower here. So 3 damage on tower number 1, and advancing the control token right adjacent to it. Nice. So lane number 2, what's going to happen here? There's a 3 from Eric, a 3 by Grayghost, so this is going to be a draw, and the control token is going to stay here. They just spawn new minions. First minion has to go on the control token, as always, and then you spawn the minions as close as possible. There you go. So a draw on lane number 2. This lane number 1 provided a card draw for Eric here. So he is actually up to 6 cards, while Grayghost is down to 3. We see in lane number 3, I assume, yeah, Shafati did win and already did a damage here through the difference with the minion. That's also nice, but Shafati is now out of range of the control token, which, I mean, you can resolve easily through skirmish to be within 3. Then the dome, I assume, is going to be a win for Eric, but first we need to spawn minions here. Yeah. Yeah. And the game started with only 1 minion per control token, which is also quite a difference. Which is also quite a difference in comparison to the other maps. Yeah, and there's another card draw for Eric, winning the dome, and I think this is going to provide a point for on Skytear Master. Yeah. So where are you going to position the outsider in this case? Maybe here to block a hero. Depending on the target that you're following, I mean, you could put him also here and put some more pressure on the tower here, kill a minion, or put some damage on Syktear or on Haburat, and push them away. Could also be a solution. Yeah, that might be the case Eric is thinking about. So there's a push effect, and he can push Haburat away or Syktear, depending on positioning. And yeah, so I'm going to bring the outsider onto screen so that you can guys follow me. Yeah, so first feedbacks, the new map looks clean art-wise. Yeah, indeed. So there's a nice separation here art-wise. Yeah, and I think it's really new stuff. You have line of sight through over 2 lanes here without having control, so that's okay. That's reasonable. Okay, using outsider skill number 1. Target friendly here takes a worship action. So Freiheal is going to worship on Astrida and healing her back for 2. And it's a good starting point in the next round, as she will then be able to use again her pretty annoying but awesome ability. So there's going to be an attack from the outsider. Okay, defending the lane in the middle, killing one of the minions. And yeah, I'm curious what is going to be his the use of his third skill, third action point. So maybe push Habrat away. Yeah. And the second feedback, the new map looks interesting, but I'm not yet sure whether it just looks different or if it will feel different, right? Playing wise. Yeah. That's the big question here, but as far as I can see, we already have the action, as I mentioned beforehand, against the towers. So there's pressure on all lanes. Always on your right side of the board, you are having the pressure, and in the mid. And this is, I think, pretty interesting for a start. So yeah, I'm also interested in how this is going to, let's say, evolve playing wise, how players are going to focus on those spots, hotspots, let's say. What game tactics are going to be. There are a lot of cover hexes here inside, let's say on the inside here, but not on the outside. We had a lot of cover hexes on the outsides of the maps. If you look at the 2-lane map, so this is quite a good separation as well. There's no cover here on the outside of the lanes, so nowhere to hide, actually. Mm, yeah, and there are a lot that here, like 3 hexes altogether, and even starting hexes inside cover, which is also interesting. This is also a new game mechanic, let's say, or mechanic of the map. So, Skytear Master. First point for Eric. The outsider is now on the table. So if you want to draw a card, for example, you attack the outsider. Yeah, remember the retaliation, of course. Obstinacy could be difficult, I think, for Eric. Could be difficult for Grayghost as well, as he didn't really put pressure on any of the heroes. He's um, trying to stay with control in the lanes. We saw a draw here on lane number 2. He put some pressure on lane number 3, but couldn't defend on lane number 1. So you can't win on every part of the battlefield. So maybe there are going to be more decisions like, okay, I will lose for sure on one of the lanes or in one of the spots, and I might need to focus more on a certain win condition maybe, or on my tactic. Sorry. I hope I didn't ping. Okay, so Grayghost warshipping with Akuti, I think, yeah. And there goes the attack on a minion, and hopefully a positive flip on the other minion in lane number 3. Yeah, there you go. So this is, I mean, this is awesome here. Making the most use of Akuti's abilities here, actually. Getting control on 2 lanes even. And there is a presence. Boom. There is the pressure here. A counter positioning for Eric is going to be difficult here with Ekrit. She needs to put down her illusion to kill 2 minions. And actually there is no good way to place it. Okay. And a skirmish inside the dome. Interesting. Yeah, you want to win the dome. You don't want Eric to let him win a second time the dome. So yeah, this is quite awesome. Okay, let's see how Eric is going to react. I'm I'm curious actually about if there are going to be big differences in the deck building process if you think about this 3-lane map, or if you're going to build your deck, let's say, in nearly the same way as for 2-lane. I think most of the victory conditions will be available, but not deny reinforcements. This should be a win condition that is not going to be provided here. Okay. Accurate has been activated. She attacked one of the minions, so this is going to be a draw in lane number 2 here on the right side. And she skirmished into the dome. There's a lead from hand to provide a lot of pressure in the dome. So as I mentioned beforehand, those 2 domes here are separated but are counting as one. And you see there isn't a control token or marker, let's say, or control sign in the dome, as they are just considered as one, and the hexes are so close to one another that they all count for the control. Okay, Shafati is going to activate on Greyghost's side of the table. Um, He is actually in range of his illusion, so if he's going to... Okay, he's not going to use his skirmish ability. That's interesting because there were only 2 hexes to move to be in range of accurate, which I don't really understand why didn't... Okay, there's a +3 on the attack, which provides him 6 damage. Where's accurate? Accurate just already ran away. Yeah, that's wow. So her token is not on the field. We're going to find it. There you are. She's now down from 16. She should be down to 10. And not to 14. So, Eric, what are you doing with the overlay, actually? Oops. Yeah, there you go. Accurate is down to 10 HP from 16 to 10. And yeah, what is Shafadi's last action going to be? I would say a lead action from hand, maybe. I mean, at the end of the day, oh, and a skirmish. Okay. With accurate as target, so +2. Nice. Another 2 damage. She's down to 8. Accurate could be a target for obstinacy here. Or let's say you just want to kill a hero um, to release some of the control pressure. Yeah, where are you going to move? Okay, you are going to move there. He can't swap with his illusion as Haburat is standing on it and therefore blocking the hex. So no switch possible here. Okay, so as it stands now, Shafati would win here in the lane by 1. Accurate probably has a 3. Akuti doesn't bring any control cards, so but she still has presence. She counts for 2, but will lose, I think, against Accurate. And I didn't even count Freiherr, neither Freiherr nor Boriva. So there's still a lot to think about. Okay, so most obvious goal or victory condition for Eric could be Skytime Master. So you are going to force Grayghost to put something into the dome, as he is already doing with Presenced Akuti. Question now here is maybe is he able to deal some severe damage with Haburat? So for example, providing Haburat a fast so that he can reach with a movement on accurate to attack her and get her off the board so that it will be more possible. Okay. I think this is not going to happen. Briva is activating, skirmishing into the cover hex between Syktear and Haburat, and going to skirmish against Syktear. Dealing some chip damage, he's down to 12 now. And of course, Briva is worshipping himself, which provides us with the following effect. He's now taunting Haburat actually, so Haburat needs to declare his first action as an attack action against Briva, flipping a +2 and a +2. So this is going to be 6 damage in total, minus 3 armor. So only down to 14. Losing this valuable action is crucial now here. So Briva, or let's say Eric, was now able to prevent, for example, Haburat of dealing damage against Ekrit. Haburat was now able to skirmish into the dome, predict a card on the deck, and I assume Grayghost did like the card and put this one as a lead from deck onto Haburat. Nice. So we maybe have a 3 here. +2 from Akuti, which provides us with 5 points of control in the dome. And Akrit is only bringing 4 in total. Okay, we see the, let's say, traditional Astrida activation. She did attack one of the minions, did kill the minion off the board, and then is losing HP to spawn a new one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 control through Astrida against 2 control on Greyghost's side of the board. Astrida is going to skirmish. Okay, and getting closer to Syktear. Maybe just to get closer to the control. Ooh, and playing and Bewitch. So that minion adjacent to her is going to be defeated, and she is going to spawn a new one. Yeah, this is going to hurt. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miniatures leading from deck, and you can be pretty sure this is going to be a high lead card in Eric's deck. So 2 or a 3. Maybe a 3. Then we're going to have 8 in total here as a control value. And Syktear is, yeah, let's say the lone soldier here. And somehow needs to think about how can I defend lane number 1. So I see this tower falling and providing maybe a win by Nexus in round number 3 through this tower here, through this side here. And another pressure, still pressure on the dome. So 2 victory conditions that Eric is going after. Okay, as Syktear is activating adjacent to a shapeshifted Briva, he needs to attack him. The good part here is actually that Syktear is a mage and therefore armor piercing and bringing Briva down to 10 HP through the attack. We like to see this. We like to see blood. Hey Calibra, how are you? Yeah, I also think this map is pretty amazing in its artwork. And yeah, at least for a controlish player like Eric, this is a really good map. Sorry, I did show Haburat. I did want to show Syktear. So Syktear did need to attack River. And now the question is, what is going to be the next movement? I mean, you can't take... Okay, there's a skirmish. No target, obviously. Still being able to predict the card from the deck there. Yep. this is going to happen now. And maybe this is going to loosen a bit from the pressure. He didn't flip it, so he did put it back onto the deck. Question now is it a good flip or is it a good lead? As we didn't see Syktear declare a target for the skirmish, I assume it's going to be a good lead. I mean, it's the most reasonable way to use the effect now. Actually, if you declare a target beforehand, then you need to flip, unless you cross over into the dome. Actually, that's the only way. Yeah. So still into the think tank. If you're going to lose the lane, you lose the tower for sure. And there's going to be big pressure. If you don't move into the dome, then you could lose the dome as well. Maybe. Yeah, is thinking. That's the question here. Are you going... I mean, he still needs to think. Oh, keep in mind, Akuti is having a presence. Aburat did predict a lead from the deck. Or you leave Syktear in the lane. Leave him in the lane, put the card that you predicted now as a lead. Run a little bit like a chicken into this cover hex here. The side of the tower, maybe. Oh, when we see the Syktear Flux being flipped, so what is happening? We are in round number 2, and we see a Soul Scream being played. Soul Scream, nice one. Soul Scream, there you go. AoE, so you want to at least kill 2 minions, dealing some damage on Ostrida. It's a 4+. Yeah, there you go. Bye bye minions. 4+ a flip damage on Ostrida, I assume. Yep. We like to see it. She's down to 7. And okay, so that was a skirmish, which I think he didn't move with a skirmish and just stayed in that position. Yeah. Because Soul Scream is an action card and you can't put it on top of the stack with the skirmish. And the lead from deck, which he had a glance. Yeah. Oh, what is going to happen? I don't see an obstinacy here actually, because you will need to kill a hero first and then wait to resurrect, respawn the hero, and then kill him. That's not going to happen here. I would see, before that happening, I could see a victory by Nexus or a victory through the Syktear Master, for example. But hey, what are you guys thinking about? What is going to happen? Ooh, we see a shove being played by Freihill. For sure, this is going to shove away Aburat. So shove, where's the card? We are going to find it. There you go. Haha, boom. And to redirect through Haburat redirecting the effect onto the outsider, which can't be moved. Okay, nice one. Push adjacent hero. No, you don't. You're going to try to do this with the outsider. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about who is going to win, when, and which victory condition? We see a speak with the spirits being played as a reaction by Bröva. So, what is he going to do? I think we need to zoom a little bit out there. There's going to be, or there was a shapeshift placed on Astrida. Okay, yeah, makes sense. And a disarm on Syktear. Okay, why not? Yes, why not? Why not? Okay, figuring everything out even without zooming. Because I don't like zooming in and out. This is not really enjoyable if you're sitting in front of the screen and it's just moving around as, let's say, roller coaster, in and out, and right, left, right, left. So this is not a first-person shooter. Sorry, guys. Um, we just take it as it is, an overview of the map, which looks pretty awesome. So what I can see is that this could be part of an invasion, and this could be a defense somehow, or from the ruins, something, some statues here and here. I don't know. I'm missing the words actually. Looking like spears with yeah, I don't know what's it called. I don't remember the word actually. But they seem to, let's say, yeah, if we think about how the world is actually in the Skytech universe, let's say they are like floating islands here now, as the world was nearly destructed, and maybe another island they put those spears here um, to get close to this part to invade it. Okay, so sorry. Freihill is moving with a skirmish into lane number 3. Okay. Why do you want to move her there? You don't see yourself winning you don't see yourself winning the dome. Okay, that's the reason, maybe. And moving there for a warship on, no, River is already worshipped on yourself, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So this was the last activation. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jan. Thanks for agreeing. Give me a second. I'm going to give you some feedback. I first need to figure out who's going to win what. Looks like the tower has been destroyed on lane number 1. Therefore, the control token will move on this hex here. It is marked. You see there's a little tower on it, so you know where to place your beautiful tower miniatures. Yeah, and spawning 2 minions, while Grayghost can't spawn any minions anymore because he's missing the tower here in the lane. We have now 5 minions there. This is a pretty big pressure. Grayghost is winning is winning this lane here actually by one, but still this helps in drawing a card for sure, which provides you with more effects. There's a lead from deck by Freihill, and she should win this. Yeah, so minion killed, moving the control token on the other side. So 1, 2, 3. This minion has to be moved as it's too far away. It's 4 hexes away. So first move all the minions that are 4 hexes away as close as possible to the control token, and then you spawn 2 new minions. There's missing a minion for Grayghost. Okay, guys, I first let you resolve the dome, and then I will ping you another time. Okay, I think Grayghost is winning the dome here, but yep, there you go. Okay, perfect. So I'm curious how Grayghost is going to use the outsider here. Will he try to defend his now lost lane number 1? Because this is really big pressure on the Nexus now with 5 minions, Astrida there on the side. She can't use her effect now as there aren't any minions anymore. Enemy minions that she can blast away and use her life points. But yeah, I'm curious. I don't see a position where he can push Astrida away, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, Jan, thanks for agreeing, first of all, that you also don't see obstinacy here being completed. Yeah, actually, that's what Eric is doing. He's controlling, and that's his game, actually. Yeah, I think Nexus is going to resolve first. So this is what Grey Ghost has to focus on to defend. Maybe through this he's able to kill one of Eric's heroes and get some pressure off the board. Yeah, but even without so much experience, it's awesome that you're here with us and talking about what is happening on the field and maybe just having some questions or new ideas which maybe nobody thought about. So it's always awesome to see new faces here and yeah, have a small talk, exchange some ideas, and maybe have a new point of view actually. Because I think sometimes point of views are um, somehow restricted through game experience that you made. Um, and maybe a focus that you have in a game. Yeah. Okay, the outsider is not optimal place there, but he's with 1 hex. He's inside. I don't know why he did place it so far. Oh, I know it. Okay. Now I get it. So an attack on Ekrit, bringing Ekrit down to 3 HP. This is nice. So she could be killed. Okay, skirmish. +2, which is a single damage. Yeah, single damage point. Oh, not damage point. 2 damage, but only 1 HP loss. What's going to be your third action? You're going to draw 2 cards. What's number 3? Yeah, draw a power card. Okay. Yeah. To get a full hand at the end of the turn. That's okay. Nice. Oh, outsider number 3 is not instill energy. Okay, I assume he misclicked and used the shockwave, so it's a 0 plus piercing damage to the target hero, and we saw a card flip, so that was 2 damage if I saw this correctly, and therefore Acrid died. Then this is providing Grayghost an additional card before drawing 2 cards at the end of the round. So he will need to discard a single card, but better you have more than you need. Mm, yeah, I can see actually why Grayghost did place the outsider here. As we can see the victory condition number 2, which is killing the outsider, hunting for power. So he has Shafati there. If he, for example, if Grayghost, for example, has Shafati's ultimate in hand, this is going to provide a big advantage now. Acrid is off the board. She has been used the last round. She's exhausted, so she will come back in round number 4, and the game can be lost or will be lost either way, I think, at the end of this round. I could imagine Shafati Syktear, I don't see being able to really provide damage here on the outsider, but Shafati could. Problem could be Freihill as well. She is okay, she's 4 hexes away actually. There's no separation in line of sight, as I said, at the start of the game. So we see only a separation in line of sight here throughout the dome, but this part of the outsider could be targeted later on. Okay, we see Shafati clearing a skirmish. Okay, and after resolving a skirmish, he is going to swap positions. Okay, this is now I'm curious how he's going to build this up or set this up. Or maybe Grayghost just wanted to get the outsider out of the way, so that Freihill isn't able to easy kill the outsider. Shafati is going to attack Brilva here. Yeah, we remember he's a mage, he's a melee hero, so you see that little sword at the lower left corner there, which is the sign for a close combat hero. But still piercing damage. And he wants to deal that damage on River, if I remember correctly. I didn't really see the ping. Yeah. Oh, question. Yeah, the outsider is no, it's not considered. Yeah, that's the, let's say, old text. Or this is a bit difficult. Yeah, it's. Oh, sorry. We see a chasm by Brewer. Targeting the hex with the control token. Okay, first I need to provide you with the card. Chasm, where are you? And then I'm going to go back to the question. I'm sure I can help you with that one. So target a hex within 2 hexes, push each hero adjacent to it 1 hex away from it. So it would, as it would push away from there, it's going to push Shafati, but it should push Freihill as well. Why didn't he push? Oh, no, it's still. Why didn't? Okay. Okay, now Shafati is reacting with the Wind Blast. Yeah, we're in round 3, so we love to see a lot of cards being played. This is going to be an AoE effect. If he targets this hex, then he can position it at least to kill off 3 minions, which is nice. Good start. Oh no. We see a redirect from... Okay, but still I'm a bit confused. How can Astrida... Yeah, okay. She redirects it. Okay, so redirected it to the other side of the lane so that Shafati was only able to kill one of the minions in a lane number 3, which isn't really interesting. And we see a move into the lane. Yeah, maybe he will have another chance. Yeah, okay. The ultimate is actually off the board as Shafati tried to use the Wind Blast, which is a 3 mana cost, and the ultimate also is a 3 mana cost. So we won't see Shafati's ultimate here. No, you can't complete Obstinacy killing the outsider by killing the outsider twice. It's probably very hard. Yeah, it's first of all, it's very hard to do it twice, and second, the outsider won't respawn. If you kill the outsider, it's killed. It won't be. You won't be able to respawn it again. It's yeah, it's underneath some other rules actually. Yeah, normally I would logically I would assume the outsider is considered a hero, whatever. So when he's exhausted or when he's killed, then he will come back if you win the dome again, which isn't the case. And actually, in this scenario here that we are watching now, when if you kill the hero, the outsider, sorry, if you kill the outsider, you're already going to win the game. So you're fulfilling hunting for power. And then obstinacy, however, is still off the board. You can still fulfill obstinacy with the help of the outsider. So if you're going to kill Ekrit a second time using the outsider, it still counts for your win condition. As while you're activating the outsider, he's friendly. Yeah, unfortunately, we won't see the outsider coming back. No, that's not going to happen. Which actually, obviously, isn't that logic as it should be. Isn't that logically as it should be, as it's considered a hero. Okay. Eric is obviously moving Briva into lane number 1. Leading from deck and worshipping himself, maybe? No, Astrida. Worshipping Astrida. Hmm. That's okay. Astrida could... No, worshipping himself. Okay, sorry. Didn't see it coming. Okay. That's... Yeah. I mean, I would say you win a prize. If you kill the outsider twice in a game, you win a medal for sure. So looks like Syktear? Yeah, Syktear is going to activate. He is going to place his illusion. This always means that we are going to see some bolt damage cards. He's going to attack. What is Syktear going to attack? One of the minions? Maybe? Okay, there you go. It's a 3+ ranged attack. Yep, 5 damage. That minion explodes. And what's going to be the last action? We see a Shatter Mind being played. Mm, yeah, Shatter Mind. So deal 3 damage to target enemy hero. Now this is going to be a 4 damage through the illusion, through Syktear's illusion. So that if Syktear is going to play cards with damage effects, then they are provided an additional damage. And the Nightmares Incarnate also played against Astrida. Astrida is already down to 4, so this means she's off the board. Bye bye, Astrida. Grayghost should draw another card. So if he's going to survive this minion massacre here, if he's not going to lose by Nexus, then there is a possible way now, or there is the possibility of winning by obstinacy, actually. And then I would say you need to focus on one of the heroes. So putting all resources into that. Eric is responding with Freiheil moving into lane number 1, and I assume, yeah, attacking the illusion. Okay, that's okay. There's no need to attack the heroes, so doesn't make any sense. But the illusion, you hate the illusion because the other projected heroes could play cards through the illusion. So it provides kind of, let's say, line of sight. And he's playing a lead from deck. So we still have Haburat and Akuti left on Grayghost's side. So he could put some pressure on lane number 2 here, if he liked. You can make sure that you're going to win the outsiders, so you're going to make the second point, but you now have to make sure that you don't lose on a Nexus. So we see 1, 2, 3, 4 minions, 5, 6 miniatures. Plus, I assume there's going to be a 3. So you need to defend against 9 points. Syktear did lead from hand. So 1, 2, plus 3 from hand is 5. 9 minus 5, still 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9. Yeah. Akudi is going next. She is going to move. Yeah, you can kill. You can't kill this minion as it has been placed in a cover hex, but you could attack this one. You could attack this one as well. If you place your illusion beforehand here, you can kill 2 minions and then you're pretty safe. You would only receive, let's say, 2 damage on the Nexus at maximum. And you can win the dome. And you win on this lane and you will win at this lane. Okay, without illusion attacking. Why? Endless Disciples Plate. Oh, that's a single card. Whoa, protecting those two minions. Wow. Let me have a look. Just a second. This is one of the unforgotten cards. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There you go. Endless Disciples. Choose two. Spawn a friendly minion. Place target friendly minion adjacent to another minion on the battlefield. This is what happened. Target. Okay, so 5 minions there. And up to 2 target-friendly minions cannot be defeated. So we see 5 minions plus 2 heroes. Wow, 7. This is going to be a 10. 10 minus 5. So this should be victory by Nexus. If Aburat can't kill one of them, Aburat can still skirmish, attack, and then move back into the dome. This is possible. Okay, there's a skirmish by Akuti, so she's going into the dome, that's okay. And Haburat now has the freedom to move adjacent to those minions and maybe, yeah, I mean, it's still an attack action. Yeah, I'm not good at math. No, it's not, you don't count both the leads cards, you can only count one of the lead cards. And as Eric did lead from deck, he just makes sure with both heroes that he's going to draw 3. So you have to decide on one of the lead cards. Yeah, Grayghost is out of action points, I know. Yeah, okay, also. So moving with Haburat. Yeah, and the Soul Scream. Yeah, that's okay. So you try to get rid of the minions. 1, 2, okay. Soul Scream. Where are you? Here you are. So Soul Scream again, and therefore kicking 2 minions off the board. Okay. Skirmishing close to another minion, and then he's attacking the minion. Okay, so Grayghost won't be losing through a Nexus win. Okay, that's nice. So this is going to go on, this game. Yeah, so Jan, you have to choose one of the lead cards. And they were both leading with a 2. Wow, 1, 2. So 4, 6, they are at 6, which is this a draw? No, he did lose 1, 2, 3, 6. Or did I miss anything? It's okay. Looks like they resolved it and the Nexus is down to 4 HP. In this lane, Grayghost is going to win by 1. Actually, yep. And he should move the control token. Yes, there you go. Then spawning 2 minions. Okay, this is going to stack a lot. So he's Grayghost is at 5 minions here, and Eric is having 3 minions. It's a draw here, so the players only spawn 2 minions. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, sure. So what? Yeah, they forgot to spawn the minions here. Eric needs to spawn 2 minions. There you go. Then the outsider is going to spawn another time, and it's 2 points already on Skytime Master. Yeah, that's a good position. Can be a good position depending on what you want to do. Okay, so this point of view is not perfect. Actually, I will have to move the point of view a little bit. Sorry about that, as it's sometimes a bit creepy to have a look on top of the towers. But maybe that's okay for you. But without this, we can't see what's going to happen here. So outsider's skill number 1 is going to be target friendly hero. Takes a warship action. Therefore, he's going to place a Cuti's illusion close to one of the minions, which is perfect solution here. Akuti could move outside the dome here into the cover hex, attack, for example, this minion. Okay, she can't because the outsider is already killing it. Taking away some pressure. And then what do you want to do next? You are going to draw 2 cards, so you're at hand maximum. Still outsider number 3, which is drawing a card. Yeah, he still wants to draw a card. Okay, there you go. Okay, perfect. No, they don't count for the middle lane, Dario. They are on the blue hexes here, so they count for lane number 1. If you stand here, then you are counting for the middle lane, as well as on those hexes here. Okay, so we will see Akrit and Astrida coming back this round. Or will Astrida come back around number 5? I'm not sure about this. If Astrida already has been activated. Yeah, no, she's going to respawn. Okay, nice. So there are 2 targets now for Grayghost. Okay, this is, I mean, it's still pretty difficult this position. You need to defend your Nexus here on lane number 1, which is pretty difficult when you are up against Eric now in this situation here. Yeah, the cliff is, that's correct, Jan. The cliff is separating the lanes, and they have they have line of sight, but they don't count for both lanes. Dario, that's you can separate it through, let's say, the cliff and the and the color here, the different color scheme. That's also a question I had. Yes, I know, I know what you mean. That's a question I had for the Daenerys as well. But you have line of sight, but you don't count. You don't count for both control tokens. This is, I mean, this separation here with the domes is obvious, right? Through the white lines, as we know them from the other maps. But this is something new, and I think it should be FAQ'd at least to make sure. I'm not sure, but I didn't see it written explicitly on the box of the new map, so this question is going to come up for sure. It's not perfect actually. So you have line of sight through the different lanes, and as we know it, if you have line of sight to one of the control token, then you should count to the control token. That's I totally agree with your opinion there, but this is actually not the case. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's not really easy to understand. It would have been awesome to have the separation, but this is a new perspective or a new mechanic in this new map. So we need, for sure, we need some clarification there rule-wise. So I see Eric has positioned, has respawned Accurate here on lane number 2. So she will for sure try to kill, let's say, those minions here, which should be awesome, easy. And still Astrida is here in the back, too far away uh, to be reached by Haburat or Shafati right away. Kuti is starting on Grayghost's side. Yeah, that's a good thought. A dashed line. Yeah, why not? Maybe, yeah, maybe art-wise, this 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 wouldn't be an optimized solution, I know. But yeah, let's say technically or for the game mechanic could make sense. Okay, so Akuti moved out of the dome into lane number 3 in the middle. Is trying to attack this minion. I think we are waiting for a response through Eric. No response, so attack is resolving, and therefore um, now you can choose one of the minions, a 1+ flip. Boom, bye bye minion. Okay, and a skirmish. Yeah, why not? Onto the control token. Yeah, maybe to still be able to play some cards against Freihill or Brilvar or against a minion. We will see. We will see what Grayghost is going to do. Ah, hey, Atlas. Sorry, yeah, I didn't see the connection right away. How are you, by the way, on this wonderful Skytier Sunday? Okay, I'm actually. Why did? Okay, I didn't get this one. Why do? Oh, yes, I know why he's placing the illusion here. We are going to see Akrit's ultimate in a second. So Eric only did kill one minion here in the middle. Um, then worshipped, placed his illusion here, and then he moved into the dome to provide some control. This is, oh wow, this is going to hurt. I'm going to put it on screen because I can see it coming. So it's an AoE around the illusion, Akrit's illusion, and then it's going to deal 2 damage and therefore just kicking all the minions away, plus Shafati's illusion. Yeah, so Shafati cut won't be able to jump on the other side of the board. It's going to be a reaction maybe to Shafati's skirmish, maybe? This could be pretty cool, but it's obvious, a bit obvious. At least, let's say for in our spectator perspective. We see a materialize. Yeah, this is a way. Damn, where is that materialize? There you go. Okay, why didn't he react? Why didn't Eric react with the ultimate, the accurate ultimate? Maybe he wants to do this at the end of the round, maybe. So Shafati doesn't use his skirmish. He just used materialize, placed the caster on a hex containing a friendly illusion. Nice one. 2 mana spent, 2 mana left. We won't see his ultimate either. Yeah, thank you, Atlas. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to hang around with you guys and have a talk and see some nice, really nice Skytail gaming. And there we go with Eye of the Storm. Why is he playing the ultimate now, actually? I don't get it. It's the reaction to the move. Sorry, to the attack by Shafati. Is it deal 2 damage to each enemy hit and push them to hexes? So no illusion. Yeah, so after the skirmish he can't move. Yeah, but he still can move into the lane. Yeah, Tape, no problem. No problem, Tape. We are handling it right away. So I think most of the information that we need is provided here on screen. And if something is missing, then we are going to find out. And as always, yeah, needless to say, this is awesome work by you, as always, for the mod. And yeah, I'm sure that we can expect your best intentions with the mod work. Thanks, Tape. Yeah, but who is a who of you guys now has a solution for my question? Why did he use Eye of the Storm now and not as a reaction for Materialize? Yep, I have no clue actually. I think no, there's no action left for Shafati, so he is leading from deck actually. Yeah, better version. Yeah, nice Tape. Can't wait to see it. I mean, the guys, if you swap to the start of the stream, then the first thing that Eric and Grayghost did is trying to flip a coin and just flip the board, which was pretty funny. Okay, Freihill is running like a chicken, actually, trying to worship on Astrida, I assume. And yeah, what is she going to do next after playing Presents? Maybe a lead from deck? But I see 2 flipped cards. Okay, shuffling the deck and then he's going to. Yeah, we already had a presence. You are not going to play 2 presents, are you? Sorry, I need to zoom out. 2 presents. Okay, he is playing 2 presents. Sorry. And a predicted card from deck. Wow. Okay, so double presents on Freiherr. Yeah, Apples, I saw that it was a reaction to the attack, but I don't get why don't you react on the materialize plate so that um, Shafati can't get close to accurate. Okay. So Freiherr with a double presence, a lead from deck. Um, wow. 3 plus 3. So counting 6, 7. There's no way, I don't see any way for Grayghost to win the dome, so Skytear Master winning by Skytear Master's off the board. Ah, only 2 hero activations left, and yeah, Akrit and Astrida are too far away to be killed by Haburat or Setheru, let's say, in a 100-0 move. I don't see that actually. Okay, Haburat is going to attack a minion, but wasn't he already adjacent? I'm a bit confused, actually. And delete from deck. Or is he just trying to block one of the hexes that Astrida could possibly go? 1, 2, 3. Still 1, 2. Difficult. Okay, so we saw move, attack, and a lead from deck. So maybe the Nexus is still not going to fall this round. But it's a lot of action points and a lot of hero activations that you need to spend. I mean, a shapeshifted Astrida does have a better use on a lane with enemy minions, so why not moving into lane number 3, killing this minion and spawning a new one so that you can make sure that you win and put some pressure on the next lane. Wow. There you go. 4 minions on your side, Eric. 5 minutes, sorry, 5 minions. Against 3 on Grayghost side. Plus an Astrida, which is going to lead, I assume, from deck. There you go. This is kind of predictable, Eric. What are you going to do? So Setheru could possibly go around and put some damage on Astrida, but I don't see him. I don't see him being able to do a 100-0 move. I mean, it's 14 HP, but she didn't spend any mana, so there can still be reactions. Okay, putting down Ceteris Illusion. Where are you? There are you. I unfortunately missed the ping. Where was he pinging? It actually it can only be 1, 2, 3. No, it also can be the outsider, but I don't think so. You can also ping one of the minions and kill one of the minions, yeah. There is line of sight here. Oh, Chasm played by Brewer. Okay. Why? Why is he doing this? So it would push Haburat away, a hex, Zetero away into one of those hexes, Haburat in one of those hexes, and yeah, Brewer in one of those hexes. Okay, this is a new constellation, so Zetero is now counting for control in lane number 3. And Brewer is out of control token number 1. But he still has to go, so no problem. And out of line of sight of the Thero. So no damage can be dealt to him. Okay, so Thero skirmishing closer. He doesn't have line of sight to the illusion. You need line of sight to deal +1 damage with power card effects. Hmm. Okay. What will River do? I mean, you can be really annoying and move here between, right adjacent between Syktear and Haburat and get your shapeshift in as last part of the activation. Put a lead from deck down. I think the players are already discussing something. So the Nexus won't fall here, I think. And Skytear Master is going to be on a draw after this round. But what is going to happen next? Obstinacy, I don't see either now, actually. You need to put some damage on either Astrida or a crit. And this didn't happen. Didn't really happen this round. Time warp. Played by Habrat as reaction to Briver's move. Okay, still 1, 2, 3, still getting into range there. And even here, 1, 2, 3, even here in this hex, Briver could have provided some control on lane number 1. Hmm. Interesting. I think there's going to be a lead from deck and a warship. Yeah, I know, but Freiherr is counting for 3 heroes, let's say. She has 3 points. 3 points and a predicted lead. So this is already 6 points. This is 7 points. Um, so you need, yeah, to get 7 points, you need all heroes in the dome, plus a lead of 3. So that's not a good way, because if you don't defend this lane, then you're going to lose, as you only have 4 points left on the Nexus. So it's 1 hero plus, okay, a chasm. What's going to happen? Akuti is going to play a chasm through Theteros Illusion. Nice one. Okay, that's a nice one. Good job. Chasm. So you would push Freihill and Astrida away. That's awesome. So if you push Astrida here, she's out of control, and Freihill here, she's also out of control of this, even of this lane. And no, don't push Astrida there. You don't push Astrida there. No, no. You push her. Yes, you push her here. Because then you have to control. And this also isn't a good idea, because you push from this hex. I don't get. Why didn't you push Freihill here in this position? Because Freihill is now counting here in the mid. Okay, and we see another time glitch from that arrow. Ah, guys, help. Time glitch. Why? Time glitch. Apply fast. Remove a condition. Cast. Okay, I don't get it. This one I don't get. Syktear now has fast. Okay, this is a part I'm missing. Acrobatics, and through acrobat. Oh, this is okay. Okay, acrobatics. If the caster has fast, move them 2 hexes. Oh, this is the win then, probably. Is this going to be the win? Accurate doesn't heavily. Oh, yes. And as a reaction, a shove against Freiherr. So that what? Okay, what are you opinion, guys? I understand that Astrida would shove Freiherr back into the dome, either if she's here or here. Okay, I get it. So the positioning, initial positioning wouldn't have mattered. But I don't get now the reaction through Syktear's illusion with acrobatics. Still pinging Syktear's illusion. What? Okay, guys, resolve it. Going to move. Okay. Oh, he's doing this twice. But wait a second. How could Haburat move there? This is out of my. Okay, I don't get it. They need to explain it to me. And Syktear as well. How can. What? Sorry, what? Too many cards. Okay, I understand that if they have fast, you can move them 2 hexes with acrobatics. Okay, so there's Syktear Master win by Grayghost in round number 4. I'm going to join the guys in their channel. Just a second. Hello.
Hey, Zergle.
Buenos dias.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine. I just didn't get the last stack that you played. Sorry. I did
Okay.
get the brain move 500 IQ brain move with okay, now Syktear is getting fast and then through acrobatics he can move 2 hexes. Okay, I did get
Yeah.
that one, but how did you get Haburat on this hex?
So
I-
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
I played it, the acrobatics, as though I was standing in Syktear's illusion.
Yes, you played it. Sorry, you played it. Yes. Okay, I get it. No, I get it. Yes, I'm with you. So
So
you
I
played it. Okay, Haburat was here, right?
was
In the same.
here, but then he gets to basically teleport to Syktear's illusion and then
Yeah.
jump 2 from the illusion.
Ooh. Yeah, then you block this hex so that even if you shove Freiherr back, I was wondering why Grayghost decided to put Freiherr over here instead of putting her here, because she then counts to the control token here in the middle. I didn't see that Astrida could either way push her back with a shove in the dome.
Yes,
Oops.
thought about there, but if I went there, he could still get Freyhel back in the dome.
Yeah, it's the same move, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so playing playing this with yeah, what was it? Time warp, time glitch,
Time glitch
and
plus acrobatics.
acrobatics. Okay.
So double time warp, double acrobatics, and a chasm to get Frail out and get his guys in.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay, I was more on the street. Let's say we defend lane number 1 and somehow survive this round. Have a draw on Syktear Master, but then kick maybe a Streeter or a crit to even win by obstinacy. And Eric going for the Nexus here.
Mhm.
Let's say that were maybe the ways that I was assuming is going to happen, but I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, well, I mean, this round I had kind of, after Akudi came over there, I had given up on that, and I was like, okay, I just have to win the dome so I can threaten Syktear Master next turn, and if I can push these other lanes, which I was about to, I can, threaten if somehow things take forever, right? So, like, his hand has no more Soul Screams and stuff like that, so possibly my guys won't die, but yeah, I did not see the
Yeah.
him swarming the dome from lane 1 like that. It's pretty awesome.
Incredible. Yeah, that was awesome. Really, that
It was
yes.
I suppose it was all or nothing. So if your shove did work out, I had no more cards the next round.
Right.
Would have most
Well,
definitely ended very badly.
So you didn't have anything else to follow up to kill Brilvar, so I didn't have to chasm there, which A would have been great because then I could help chasm back in. But also, and I don't know with all your acrobatics how it worked, but my plan was to avalanche to either push you out of lane 1 or to push you out of dome, whatever I needed to do, right? And then when I had to use chasm, I was like, oh, I don't get to avalanche. So
Hmm.
but Brilvar was just scared. Silly Brilvar.
No, that was I guess that's the reason why I attacked. I was hoping you'd spend something because I'm like, I can't kill him. But I'm a mage, and that would definitely spook him into thinking I can.
Yes.
Yep, you got me.
So, this was an amazing, really amazing game. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to know what you guys are thinking about the new 3-lane map here, Embassy Ruins. What are your first impressions?
There's a lot to manage on this map. I can say that my first round I made a lot of misplays. I think with illusion placement and whatnot. And at the end of the first round, I'm like, uh-oh, the street is just gonna clobber my one lane, and she did end up doing that.
Okay.
You got the dome in 3 different lanes, and you can get smashed immediately on 2 of those lanes. So it really makes you think where you got to put all your guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to do a dome brawl, but I can't. I don't feel like I can, at least.
I mean, there's definitely more things to deal with, right? But I think the other thing is because towers are threatened right away, it almost feels like you're in the 2-lane map, but on round 2 to start with. I mean, I know you only have 1 mana, but a lot of times 2-lane you're setting up round 1, and here it's like, nope, we're right in the action. So that was interesting. But yeah, I mean, learning where the starting place is and which can get into domes and stuff like that, that's going to take a while. So I mean, there's a lot of things here, and then these lines just being different is weird, right? They're not white lines. You can target across them, but you can't control across them, and it was making interesting things. And like, Hybrid Solution was out of position, but there's a couple times if it was in position, it would be perfect, like an attack, and he can get into here and stuff like that. So I just think some abilities that characters have might be relooked at now that there's some differences on this map to deal with.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I think we talked about that a few times. During the game about Hobrat's Illusion, it's just one space off from the perfect placement to scoot in and maybe get an extra lead in.
Okay. So there was a discussion also in the chat here during the stream that it is a difficulty to get behind the mechanic that you have line of sight, for example, to 2 possibly to 2 control tokens, and as the day of now, we know when we have line of sight to control token, then we count for the control token, the miniature, let's say, and this is a difficulty actually to get behind a little bit. So maybe there is something like an FAQ or so, or clarification incoming, that we have those, or let's say, visual differences, and they provide us with differences in control for the lanes, right?
So the difference is the color of the squares underneath, right? You got blue and yellow elevated and the red down below. So you just have to know that whatever color you're on, that's the control tokens you're allowed to contribute to. So
yeah, as I just talking about, we only know the routes with the white lines, so that the white lines normally separate the lanes. And this here is not the case. It only separates the domes, actually. So we have 2 separated domes, but counting as 1. And I think it's a good idea not to have a control token number or whatever inside the dome. This is making the board cleaner, I think. I think a good, interesting mechanic are also the cover hexes that you have as spawn points also, and closer inner cover hexes, no cover hexes on the outside. This is going to be interesting, how games are going to evolve throughout the season, for sure, and how deck building maybe is influenced by those setups here, because you're already having the threat that on your right side of the board for each player, you already have the threat of the tower being attacked by the control token, and the middle as well. So you already have 2 points. Yeah, 2 points you have to focus on.
Yeah.
And yeah, depending on victory conditions, as we saw here, Syktear Master, you have to be present on 4 parts of the map, which isn't possible.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I think round 1 I spread myself too thin, trying to put a little influence on everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on if it's a control game though. That might, because that way you get a lead in all 4 zones, so that's probably the most bang for your buck. But yeah, there's times when you need to try and push a lane. 2 lane, that means you could, maybe sacrifice 1 and push with 3 people and hold something else, a lane or a dome. But now it's like, man, if I'm really putting 3 people into a lane or into a dome, I'm giving up a lot of the map. And especially that turn that you killed 2 of my guys, it was like, yep, maybe I should have put a guy into the dome. Maybe that would have been better, or probably would have been, but I don't know. He probably could have still outnumbered me just because he had 4-on-2. I mean, that's a 4-on-2 problem, not a map problem at all. But still, there's a lot of stuff to do with only 4 heroes. So I think it's a very interesting puzzle to solve as to which ones are okay to sacrifice when.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed, since there's that extra lane as well, you got that more opportunities to draw cards at the end of round as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we updated that card system a year ago, and now you can get even more cards and use more cards on this map.
Yeah, we got to round 4, and we were playing cards pretty heavily, and we both were full started round 4, right? So I mean, it wasn't good until if we got to round 5, we'd actually be out of cards. Yep.
Yeah, but I think it's good for the game. So you have a full hand, and you have many opportunities, possible ways that you can play the game, and
I like it like that.
Yeah,
it felt good to have a full hand pretty much every round.
I imagine. Yeah, so there was a way finally that you were able to have the right hand, let's say, the correct hand, actually, to fulfill this movement at the end.
Yeah. It drawing those cards. The first round, I think I used 4 out of my 6 cards, and ended up with 6 cards again at the start of round 2, and I thought I wasn't going to have any cards at the start of round 2.
Yeah.
And at the end of round 3, I only had 3 cards, and started the next round with a full hand again. It felt great. And you get to sift through your cards, and the way it turned out here was I was able to combo some of them together at the end to make everything work. Or some of them, my entire hand together, I guess. I had to use it all.
As we were going to the last thing, I was like, I think Frail's okay. And then I was like, but he has 6 cards and 3 guys with full mana. That's worrisome. And he used every single card and almost all the mana. So yeah.
Yeah. And the positioning was, let's say, a bit awkward. So, something is going to happen here. Just one question to get behind this. I was wondering, Eric, why you didn't use Akrit's ultimate as reaction on the Materialize when Shafati played Materialize.
Sure. And so I thought about it briefly, but if Shafati was coming over to play with Elaine, I think I was fine because I can kill enough minions. And if he's coming over to play with Ekrit, I had the ultimate then, which is what happened. And so if I kill it, then he stays on that side of the board, which I think is actually maybe worse for me. Like I'm better with him trying to come after Ekrit with one guy because I didn't think he was going to get a bunch of people against Ekrit. Like, because if I leave him over there, that means next turn, like he could, gang up on a street or something like that because she's probably going to have to move it over there, right? So it was a calculated risk, but I think it was okay.
Yeah, it was like, come over here. I'm a juicy target. Come on. Okay, I get it. Yeah, interesting. Okay, guys, any last thoughts on the map or the game?
I just
I'm
want to
really
say
excited for it
Newton's
to come
back.
out. I'm excited to play it, for it to come out and just figure out more and more how the map works and different strategies for it.
I think you've said, Zeragul, that it's coming out on the 22nd.
Yeah,
And we're going
22nd
to do
of
a
April.
clash as soon as that happens on this map. And then right after that, we'll do a world qualifier on this map. So anybody that's interested in playing this map will be able to play it the first 2 months that it's there online. And obviously, it'll be in person for people to play wherever they can get their maps.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds awesome. Okay. Thank you, guys. It was an awesome game to follow and watch. And at the end, we even got this super card play at the end, right? Somehow. Yeah. It was amazing. I had really a fun time here, enjoyed it a lot, and the chat as well. We had a good conversation here. And we can't wait to hold this map in our hands here in real life. So thank you very much. I hope you guys in the chat enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope we can see you soon again, maybe next week in the next Skytest Sunday episode. And yeah, until then, have a nice day, have a nice evening. See you and play more Skytare. Bye bye.